Welcome to the Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom podcast with Jacob Ayers, providing actionable content to help you along your journey to financial freedom through real estate investing. As the premier asset class, real estate has helped ordinary people just like you amass fortunes. The benefits of passive income from real estate investing will allow you to live a life you want. And now your host, entrepreneur, real estate investor, and apartment deal syndicator, Jacob Ayers.
Hi, and welcome to the Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom podcast, episode 227. Hi, I'm your host, Jacob Ayers. Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of Friday Fundamentals. Hi, and welcome back. If you're new to the show, thank you for tuning in. This is just a short segment that takes place every Friday where we discuss some type of fundamental, either mindset or real estate related. So welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode. Let's jump right into it. This week's Friday fundamental is your psychology. Now, your psychology is perhaps the most important quality in your life. It controls what you do, how you do it, and ultimately how successful you can be. With the right psychology, the sky is the limit. And with the wrong psychology, you might never reach your full potential or even come close. Now, let's look at an example. Have you ever come across someone who seems to be less driven, less qualified, and less capable than you, yet is more successful at that something specific? Well, if it isn't due to capabilities, intelligence, or some other innate quality, then what could their success over yours be contributed to? It's likely their psychology. Now, your psychology in this context is how you perceive both yourself and your surroundings. If you perceive yourself as capable, successful, ambitious, or positive, then chances are you are those things. If, on the other hand, you perceive yourself as lacking, inadequate, incapable, then you probably are those things. Your psychology determines your thoughts. Your thoughts guide your actions, and your actions drive your outcomes. If you want to change your future, then start with your psychology. Possibly one of my favorite quotes is by Henry Ford, and it says, "Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right." Your psychology is the guiding force in your life. Now, luckily, you have the power to take control of it and use it as you wish. Let's look at how you can understand and leverage your own psychology to shape your thoughts, actions, and outcomes to ultimately engineer the lifestyle you want. 1. Embrace your positive self-concepts. These self-concepts are the way and things you think about yourself. If you have the positive self-concept that you are driven and motivated, then embrace that. Use that self-concept to push yourself and achieve new heights in your life. After all, you are a driven and motivated individual. Continue to develop new positive self-concepts and use them to your advantage. You already have a ton of great qualities about yourself that you may not even realize. Maybe you are great at viewing the big picture, or you are extremely task-focused, or organized, or encouraging, or a number of other things. Use these to your advantage. Remind yourself that you have a superpower. 2. Recognize and understand your negative self-concepts. Yes, we all have some negative self-concepts of ourselves. If you can realize what these negative self-concepts are and then explore the root of them, then you can use them to your advantage. Awareness is the key here. And 3, focus on growth rather than contraction. A growth mindset can incite fear, make you uncomfortable, and force you out of your zone. But by doing these, you will grow and expand, achieving new heights. I mean, the alternative is to shrink, be comfortable, not expand, and never reach your potential. So I think the obvious choice is a growth mindset. There are a ton of psychology hacks, improvements, and thought exercises. By focusing on this area of your life, you are investing in yourself, both now and in the future. Your psychology will play a huge role in the amount of success you have in life. Any thought exercise, investment, or time spent on your own self-psychology are time, money, and resources well spent. There will be times when you have limiting beliefs creep into your mind. Don't for a second allow these thoughts space in your mind. It's only normal to experience limiting beliefs. After all, if it weren't for them, you would be recklessly taking on risks and exposing yourself to dangers. But at the same time, you can't let them hold you back. Invest in the best resource you will ever have, your mind. Develop and grow your positive self-concepts. With the right mindset, coupled with taking action, you can and will achieve anything you set your mind to. Grow, learn new things, take on new challenges, and force yourself to continually push your psychology to new levels. Well, that wraps up this week's short but sweet Friday Fundamental. I really hope you're getting value from these podcasts and these short segments. If you like what you heard, please go over and leave a rating and review on whichever platform you're listening on. I'm going to be giving some more shout outs to upcoming ratings and reviews on these different platforms. So if you haven't yet, please go do so. For more information, resources, and to connect with me, you can visit www.jacobayers.com. Till next week, engineer the lifestyle you want.
You've been listening to the Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom podcast, providing you actionable content to build your real estate empire. Nothing on this show should be considered specific, personal, or professional advice. Please consult an appropriate tax, legal, real estate, financial, or business professional for personal advice. The opinions of guests are their own. Information is not guaranteed. All investment strategies have a potential for profit or loss. The host is operating on behalf of the Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom, LLC, exclusively.